What up, ladies and gentlemen? It's another segment of Chronicles, talking with Miss Taylor. We're back again to bring up another topic. Today we're gonna get into something which is, I don't know, very close to my heart. It's something I dealt with personally, but dealing with friends and family that don't grow with you. You know, I've actually like made this kind of statement on some social media before, like on Instagram or something, like when you move in a certain direction in your life, other people not moving in that same direction and having to deal with letting go. You know what I'm saying?
I do. Nice to be with you again, talking again. Thanks for inviting me. I think that that topic is kind of touchy. It's deep, it's touchy. How deep, how below the surface we gonna get? I don't want us to use examples. I don't want us to use our family as examples, but I got some example doozies.
Well, if you don't want to say names, you.
I'll tell you this though. We'll say this. The disclaimer purposes. If this doesn't sound like you, then it's not your problem.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Trying to make sure the family, like anybody who watches, I gotta make sure. I can always bleep out the names too.
No, that's okay. Let's do it.
I could bleep out names. I did on our first video. I bleeped out some names because I was like, I don't want.
Well,
I know that if people knew who that was, they'd be like, oh, worry, Billy business. So sometimes people confide in you and tell you personal stuff, so you don't want to put them out there.
You know, I'm gonna say this. That's the drawback of success. That's the fine print that you gotta let go when you become successful and you become more disciplined and you stay with your goals. It's not so much that you have to let these people go per se if y'all made great memories and you all talking about great memories. Mm-hmm. It's the people you gotta let go that don't want you to grow. They want to keep you the way they remember you versus being able to see and respect where you're at because of your hard work and dedication. Is that kind of fit into the line?
Well, I mean, because sometimes person could really love you. You know what I'm saying? But the direction they go in their life is not the direction you're going in your life. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I fuck with you, I love you a lot, but like you going in a path that I can't go, that's not where I want to be. And it's like, we go in two different directions. I would love to continue to be around you, but it's not going to work for me. Nothing against them.
When I was in high school, the high school girls that started to get pregnant, we stopped being friends. I mean, I carried out the pregnancy with us, a supportive friend, baby shower, whatever, but couldn't hang out no more because, like you're saying, different directions. I don't want to give up a friend because she had a baby, but because she had the baby, her focus has to be on that baby.
It changes your life.
And in her point, or at least in her view, told me that hurt their feelings because they needed support and they needed blah and they needed but I'm thinking I can't just be a friend only supporting another friend's life-changing decisions. I make some life-changing decisions. It ain't a baby, but I need support.
Right.
So it never put me in a predicament to get support as much as I could give because they were always having these life-changing moments. I didn't get pregnant, so I didn't get a baby shower, so I didn't get focused on, I didn't get gifts, you know what I mean? But I gave a lot. I gave a lot of baby shower gifts. You know what? Being a female friend is expensive. It is.
And the topic just changed.
I don't care. No, we talking about people you gotta let go. Friends too.
Don't blame me.
Friends. This is what you talk about when you go somewhere and people can't go with you. Is sometimes I don't want to go. Like not that.
Right. Well,
you know what I'm saying?
So, all right. So, with me, it was more like mentally I was in a different place. But my aspirations were different. With the type of things I was into was different. Like the kind of stuff they do is not my style. And I'm like, we don't really have much in common anymore. Like, why am I still hanging around? Like, I know you from back in the day. I still got love for you, but we're not gonna have the same kind of fun we had around each other because our minds in different places. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people I'm kind of ambitious, and people a lot of time like they get to a point they just want to settle. Like I'm good here. Which is nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being good where you at. But if you're around somebody who's ambitious and like, I want to make moves and this and that, blah, blah, you got to be around someone else that's ambitious. I even said, talking about dating, one of the requirements with girlfriends would be like, she got to be able to be sociable. Because I go out, I be at a lot of events and stuff like that. When that was my lifestyle, I'm at a lot of events, stuff like that. I'm out. I can't be like trying to keep you company. You got to be able to mingle and do your own thing because that's where I'm at, in my life.
Yo, that's crazy that you said that. I was dating a guy who said that to me, like, get dressed up, we go out, you work the room. But when I'm ready to go, we going.
Right.
He's like, I don't care, let them buy you drinks, you pretty, let them do that. But, when I'm ready to go, we out. But it wasn't, and I thought that was I don't know, in one age you want them to be more protective of you. Like, I don't want to let other guys hit on me. But in another thing, he's like, I want you to get your shine and get all that attention.
It's confidence.
That's confidence? Yeah. I don't know how I feel about
because
that.
The insecure guy is the one that's like, oh man, I don't want nobody talking about, because you worry that somebody else going to get what you got. But if you like, she ain't going nowhere, no matter who comes up there, she ain't going nowhere.
I ain't going nowhere.
You like, go ahead, baby, do what you going to do. Go hang out with your friends, go on a 6-week trip, but come home to me. I like that. I like feeling that confident with somebody. I like feeling that comfortable with somebody. Like, I trust you. That's real. That's the relationship that lasts.
Get out of here. Well, at that same night event, there's some guy talking to me very closely. Rubbing my shoulder, nah. He noticed it. He goes, his friend says, oh, he's kind of smitten with her over there. Smitten. Mm-hmm. I don't want this attention, but okay. Yeah, I guess it. I don't know.
I'm used to jealous people, so to me that's the golden seal right there. Like, you ain't sweating me because you know I'm Gucci. That's the golden seal. I ain't got to worry. Who you talking to? Why you talking to this? Listen, I'm with you. You don't trust me? You think I'm a dirtbag? Like, I get offended.
Everyone has temptations.
You think I'm a dirtbag? Like, I love you. I'm telling you I love you. If you chilling with your girl, and then over here another chick in your face and you try to bag it, you a dirtbag. Come on. Even if you wanted to bag it, nah, my shitty right there. Like, come on, you a dirtbag.
Anyway.
You're a dirtbag.
I wouldn't take it that far. You was talking about people that we gotta let go of, right?
Everybody
and you were saying
go.
Mentally.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking physically, in the life-changing moments, how to let them go. We talk about family too. I think as you grow older, we do develop into being different people, but that's the reason they have family reunions, because they want everybody to keep the energy of, I guess, the family unit. You don't believe in that?
I mean, I believe in family reunions for sure. You know what I'm saying? I think you should.
But if you let them go, do you never come back?
I mean, all right. So let me be clear on that. Like, it's not like, oh, fuck you, I don't speak to you no more.
Right.
It's more like we ain't the same we used to be. You know what I'm saying? I don't hang with you the same like I used to. We can still keep up. Like, there's those. What's that movie? Four Brothers. The guys would always play basketball together. Yeah. That's the Four Brothers, right? You don't remember? All right.
I don't remember.
I'm gonna look it up later, see whether or not it was Four Brothers. Look for it somewhere around here. But I know there was this a black movie, and the guys would always play basketball like once a month or something like that, every couple months. They didn't hang around each other every day. They was cool with each other, but they would catch up now and then. You know what I'm saying? So I got people I hang with I got people that they talk to me every day. I got people that talk to me like every week. I got people that talk to me like once a month, once every couple of months, and some people I talk to every few years.
Well, I don't believe in letting go entirely, because I may need them people again. When I call, it's an emergency. If you let them go, you kind of ain't got nobody to call if you have an emergency.
Well, I mean, then there's some people like, I can't do this. Oh. You know what I'm saying? There's people that's like, we just not really in the same place in our lives. And then there's people like, I can't be in this place with you. Like, I have a family member who like, and I feel bad because this person's close, and I don't even bring them around my child, but like, I've seen them curse out relatives in front of their kids, or curse out their relatives to the kids. Like let's say, yo, watch my kids for a week. You know what I'm saying? You're like, all right, I got you, no problem. And we'd be like, yo, your father ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? He do this, he do that. You the children of a bum. Like, come on, you're not going. I can't bring my child around you if you doing that kind of moves. You know what I'm saying?
That's a tough one.
Right, I'm not. You acting funny. That kind of stuff. Nah. Yeah, we cool. I talk to you on the phone. Arm's distance. So, certain stuff. I used to tell people like, yo, if my kid was little, like you curse around my child, then I don't want her around you. If you can't control yourself in front of my child and keep from cursing, then
You think your child doesn't hear curses?
I don't care. She not gonna hear it from my circle.
Oh.
Again, I control this. I can't deal with none of that. I can control this. You're in my circle. Listen, you. If you feel cursing is more important than being around my child, then go ahead, enjoy it. If that's more, you don't really care about this.
Let me give you a scenario. Say somebody was walking with your child, holding hands, and somebody on a bike almost hits her. Like, like swerving the whole shit. You go, yo, you stupid fucking asshole. I would yell that to the guy on the bike if he almost hit your child.
Okay.
Would I be entitled to curse that way, or is it just...
All right, so come on. There's no absolutes. Nothing is in black and white. There's shades to everything. So, have I cursed in front of my child before? Yes. Not intentionally.
So, in your own logic, you shouldn't be around your kid.
Again, not intentionally. I just said to you.
Those things are...
I started that sentence off with there's no black and white. There's shades to everything. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not a black and white thing. The point of it is that if you cannot control yourself and you need to curse when you're around my child, you can't say, oh, you know what, then that's a problem. Yes, that's a problem. My father, up until my adult life, I think I heard him curse maybe 3 times.
Wow.
And I know he cursed around people, you know what I'm saying? But he's not around me, not around his kids.
Well,
Am I lying?
I blame hip hop is why I curse so much. I've been listening to hip hop and reciting words with curses in it so much that it's almost become like a normal vernacular. I wanted to get out of that actually. So I stopped listening to it. Ooh, that was deep. I stopped listening to, or at least...
That is deep. Like what? Was it that serious?
It was.
That was the only way out?
It wasn't helping my communication skills to use those words as crutches when I'm talking to people casually.
I agree with that statement.
So therefore, it's like what you put in, you put out. So I can't pretend part-time to be a gangster talking about all this F this and F this and that and not have that be like a regular vernacular that I think is normal. It's not, you know, so I stopped listening to hip hop like that.
All right, so you and I had the same problem, right? I used to do construction work. In construction, people's kind of lose their tongue. You know, they'd say a lot of foul. I cursed a lot, right? As I was getting out of that, I got more into like a customer service type of thing. I wanted to tone it down. I realized that I was cursing way too much in my regular conversation. So, but I wasn't going to give up hip hop. But that was not the problem. You know what I'm saying? I was not going there. What I did was I did the kind of systematic thing. So I kind of brought it to my attention every time I would curse. So I started making myself aware of it every time I did it. So I would do it, but then I was like, oh man, I did it. Oh, my bad. Right? Then after that, it started getting to a point where I would like catch myself just as I was in
when I'm mad, curses fly.
Yeah, but this is the thing.
I hate that.
I made it my business to consciously keep track of when I was doing it.
You drive in New York, how can you not curse? I be cursing out everybody. You stupid fucking this, and I be like, Liani, why are you so mad? Just drive carefully.
I don't do road rage.
I think it's a New York thing.
I don't do road rage, and I drove quite a bit in New York City. But maybe it is from my experience living in the South. So, you know, getting back to my cursing thing, you know, over time, I started to catch myself before I said it. And then after that, it came to a point that I just didn't even think to say it. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of trained myself, like, out of cursing so much. So, you know, I wasn't going to give up hip hop.
I can't sing with curse words in it. That's what I'm saying.
For sure,
I had to stop.
That ain't going to... I mean, because I wrote whole rhymes and stuff. Not one single curse, and I got some rhymes.
That's what I really like about your music, actually.
Thank you.
That it's no cursing.
Well, some of the songs do, like...
some of it. It's a little sprinkle. I like the sprinkle of being taboo, but you can't be everything just obscenity.
I write the way I talk, so I don't curse a whole lot, but I do curse. So that's kind of like the thing. But the point I was trying to make earlier was that I think that you can control that. You know, it's just a matter of training yourself, it's self-discipline, all that kind of stuff. There's different ways to do it. Now, your way was to give up hip-hop, and it worked, right? For the most part? For
the most part, I'm able to have conversations that don't always reflect, how can I say this? I'm around different types of people, and so I know different types of music, and there's different experiences that I'm going to have, and I just think that it worked. So, to answer your question, yeah, it did. It softened me up.
I don't know if I got any softer, but it helped me, especially because I'm a writer. So it was like, I'm gonna just expand my vocabulary. So if I want to say something, I use a different word for it, instead of using the curse word. I actually saw recently. I saw this this video with Crooked Eye from Slaughterhouse, the rapper. Anyway, he was talking to rappers like, what is it something you could tell them that you would tell to new up and coming rappers, and he was like, don't be afraid to like expand your vocabulary. Don't just say stuff the way you normally say it. Like, be willing to use different words to get your point across. It opens up a whole new world to you. It was a very interesting video.
That sounds very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, hip hop artists that are conscious about what they're saying is very attractive, but I had to mature into that because I identified with the 90s rap that was really about surviving in the hood, and that's what we were doing. We were surviving in the hood. So I identified with that. As I wanted to soften my edge up and wanted to be an adult young lady, certain type of mannerisms, just, that's hood. And I was in the music business too, so it was very much all over the place. Everybody was cursing.
The 90s were the 90s.
The 90s was the...
I feel sorry for you guys that didn't live through the 90s, so sorry.
That hip-hop was so pure. It was
out,
so uncut, pure. Two Live Crew had to fight to get curses on their song. You remember that? They're the ones that was banned in the USA. They had the song. They couldn't curse. The shit they was doing was obscene. People hated it. All of a sudden, it's just, I think it's become too normalized now.
They have areas for everything nowadays. So, it's just like I remember, I'm telling about my age. I'm like, I remember when cable TV became a thing, right?
Oh yeah.
So there was like, you went from having like maybe 10 channels and then maybe one cable channel to having like 50 channels or 100 channels. It's like, wow, everything changes now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not the same thing. So back in the day, I lost where I was going with that. What was we talking about? I just went, see, that's what happens. This is the good shit right here. Cookies. All right, so I really literally forgot what I was.
We was talking about cursing because my point of bringing that up was because you said that people can't be around your daughter who can't control their cursing and everything. And I'm telling you that there was a whole industry built around cursing in the music business, and that kids of our age, probably even younger, heard those songs that are just a bunch of curse words. Did she like Cardi B? Did she ever heard Cardi B?
I don't know. Right, so that was my point. So
okay.
What I was trying to say was,
and I'm not blaming Cardi B for nothing. I'm just saying that she's popular, so she could have heard her.
So back in the 90s, most of the artists cursed.
Right.
Right. It's pretty much all it was. Nowadays, it's different. They got whole circuits that are like, they got Christian music. They got music that's like, very non-secular, but it's still kind of like clean. You know what I'm saying? They even have TV channels just for like very clean, wholesome type of stuff. They got very clean, wholesome music. So you can kind of like pick what you want. So my daughter listens to the kind of stuff that she like to listen to. It don't be a bunch of cursing and stuff like that. I'm sure there's something that she listens to that has cursing in it, but the kind of music she likes is kind of like pop music. You know what I'm saying? So like, all right, cool, But the thing is we're in a time now where you don't have to just listen to whatever is most popular. There's plenty of options.
That's true.
This is the day, and this is a time in the world where you can find anything you want.
I'm old school though.
They have whole old school channels, whole old school radio. A lot of old school rappers is coming back and making new music again. You know what I'm saying? So like,
that needs to stop.
Nah, Nas did like 4 or 5 bangers.
Nas got a cigar company. Did you know that? He's got a cigar brand. I didn't know that. I just found that out.
But he came back. Busta's knocking out albums.
Who?
Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes has an album out?
Yeah, he got the song with Leray. Wow.
I have dropped out of the entire hip hop scene. Did you not hear me? I don't listen to the hip hop.
Yeah, Busta just came out.
I love those
a couple
artists.
months ago, he came out with that song with Leray. And he had another song before that came out. He got an album out.
Well, where have I heard that chick from? Oh, her song blew up. That apple bottom make 'em wanna bite. That chick, Leray.
Yeah, that's I was just talking about her too to somebody today. The dude from The Source.
That song followed me forever. Like everywhere I went, it was playing. I wasn't the one playing it. I just kept hearing it coming out of everywhere else.
She was performing with Busta on a couple of different big events. I think she was the 50-year hip hop thing. I think she was on it with him. It was either that or it was the Essence Fest. I can't remember exactly which one it was, but they had a nice performance. He did like his music, and then she did like a remix of one of his songs. So once he did the song, and then once it came to her, they switched it up, and then they played her doing her part, and then now they got a song together. The OGs right now, and I saw another video too. If you watch
that's Benzino's daughter, isn't it?
Benzino. That's what I said from The Source.
From The Source, yeah.
My memories.
I couldn't get it when you said The Source.
Cookies.
I couldn't get it when you said The Source. I don't know why. All right.
I was just talking about that with somebody like, oh, that's Benzino's daughter. Yeah, but she doing her thing.
She is. Congratulations to her.
All right, so this whole thing started because of something else. We always do. That's why we can't call nothing. That's why I was talking with Miss Taylor, because we just gonna keep talking. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk. We ain't fuck about staying on topic. We're gonna say what we're gonna talk about. What we're gonna talk about. This is natural conversation. This is how it really goes down between us on a basis. Just that this time we said cut the camera on first. You know
I love steering them off topic. I love detracting and deflecting, and I also love opposing this guy. Whatever side he's on, I'm against. I love it. He gets so angry at that. Ooh, I love it.
We had like 5 different conversations off camera today. But
new show.
That shit is deep. The big piece of chicken or the last one to eat. Who gon' have your back, help you back on your feet when you down and your bags in the street? Tell me, how is that dope, homie? Let's just see. Hard as my turf, maybe that's just me. I just wanna trust people that trust me. Who is gonna ride when it gets ugly? Everybody down and they wanna come around. When your situation up, they can always be found. Those little cashiers stock us on the fast. When they see you, they gon' pass us. They never met your ass. Fact.